just touching on the point you made about the importance of actually understanding the landscape of the business at that point in time, it's quite similar to the case of personalized medicine, where even for a certain disease, like let's say ovarian cancer or breast cancer, you can have someone who has the same outwardly appearance of a disease, but when you're actually looking at the underlying ways of actually treating them based on the specific person, the way to approach treating them could be completely different, based on whether they have certain mutations. I think everyone's probably heard of like the BRCA1 and BRCA2 genes, for example, or even there may be cases, for example, where let's say someone has no one in their family that has breast cancer in the past, but based on their whole genomic profile, using like polygenic risk scores, they have an elevated risk to that disease, where it might be more appropriate to start screening them more early. But yeah, pivoting slightly, but as someone who's working with several health tech companies and helping them to scale and to really deliver impact, what would you say, personally, from your perspective, are some of the emerging or new like life sciences trends currently in the industry?
Yeah, this is like, I thank you a lot because you did already an introduction of what I think is one of the main trends. There are so many things, and sometimes, you know, when there's so much noise and so much things, sometimes it's very difficult to select. The way I see it is, to me personally, the biggest trend and the one that will have the biggest impact is precision medicine. Yeah. And why is because we are all different. We all express genes different. We are also we have different susceptibilities, and we're finding out more and more about that. And now, why do I mention it now? Now is the right time as well, because for precision medicine, because finally we have done the genomic mapping, and it is affordable actually to do it at the scale. This is number one. So we can find out more about us, you know, what makes, you know, each of us from inside in the deeper level. But also, this has been made possible by something called big data / computing / cloud. Yeah, that's what we can do and automate this artificial intelligence. All these technologies make sure that what they do very well is they automate, and we can ingest and we can derive insights from data much faster than ever in a way that will not be humanly possible. So all these two things combined made the possibility of not only finding out our genetic makeup, but also following us outside the clinic, in environment, what you eat, what you do, etc., what is off-label, and finding finally why one person is more likely to develop a disease than other. When we will discover that, we will cure cancer, for instance, or some cancers. We're not there yet, but I'm really, you know, bullish, and I'm really excited about the prospects of that. I mean, discovering digital biomarkers, for instance, that, like digital biomarkers, for those who are new to that, it's the digital footprints that your disease leaves on you, so you can follow that. And it's really cool. It's like a detective. You can see, oh, these guys are interacting with each other with these drugs. Oh, it's not working for this because X, Y, Z. Or likewise, is things like cancer that you mentioned, is like cancer knows us very well to the deepest level because it's part of us. It's something gone wrong inside us. It's not a bacteria or something. So people will say, oh, we have to fight cancer coming from outside. No, it's us. So it knows our body very well. It knows where to hide, where to do that. If we have these digital prints, we can follow those breadcrumbs. And we might find out if that person is more likely to develop metastases, other things that we don't know. But you think about this, Alan. Why I'm so excited about this is because this could even redefine how we see some diseases in the same way that molecular profiling redefined cancer stratification. We might discover that things are working in different ways than we expected. And the other part where I'm really, really excited about it is because all these digital biomarkers mean that we will have connected devices, which means that those connected devices could come to wherever the people is. which means that maybe, and we are getting there, we will start including a good sample of the population, because at the moment it's not inclusive. And so it means that we might be able to spot things that in some groups, because of gender, because of race, because of socioeconomic background, we are not doing well. So this is really like incredible.
Yeah, no, it is definitely exciting. I think for myself as well, when I think about the prospects of precision medicine, it gets me excited less so from the business side of things, but more so just in terms of impact. Just knowing that, for example, for one specific disease, there could be potentially hundreds, even thousands of different profiles of different people in terms of what actually they will respond to, what actually is most appropriate for them. And yeah, it's definitely quite an exciting field for me. And it's interesting you touched upon the point about studies being done in like certain demographics and certain populations. Because one thing I've been realizing, and it kind of links to AI as well, because one of the use cases that AI has been used for is trying to find the right populations, even for recruitment, for example, for clinical trials. There have been some voices within the space and industry who have been talking about how there are lots of improvement that can be done within recruitment for clinical trials to finding the right patient populations. Yes, I think it definitely is one area where we can see more development, and that just makes me even more excited because it means that more can be done within a field.
No, it's and now the question is, if we are not doing that, and I will speak to the camera, why are we not doing that? Yeah, it's always about asking the right whys. Yeah,
asking the right questions.
Because now it's possible. So if we don't do it, we have to know why, and we have to ask why.
Yeah, asking the right strategic questions.